regular Mustang convertible. This is an ASC McLaren. Most people have heard of McLaren before. They have a rich history in the racing world, and since the 90s they've been making some of the world's best supercars. But there was a time when they actually put their name on a Mustang. From 1987 to 1990, you could get a ASC McLaren Mustang. They didn't make very many of them. They're really rare. In fact, I think I've only seen one in my entire life, and I am on my way up to buy one. We got a couple hours of driving before we get up to Duluth. And, first I need to make a stop at Elk River. Now I need to make a correction here. I was saying that I'm going to Duluth and I'm buying this car. I'm actually going to be co-owning this car with my twin brother Mark. So we're here to pick him up. Hey Mark, ready to go pick up our ASC McLaren?
Yes, I am.
And like I said, we are twins, identical twins. So what are we going to be driving up there?
We're going to take Fusion.
Fusion, okay. Not a bad car to drive up to Duluth in. Maybe next time we'll take the show. Gas is free with the company car? We'll go with that. Maybe later on we'll actually do a road test and road review of the show for a video. Park the Explorer somewhere else?
Actually, look at I got this whole section $15.
Alright, so we'll gather up our stuff and... Alright, so I mentioned that we're going to be co-owning this car, and I think we got a system where we can make this work. You know, essentially we're going to go 50-50 on all the costs, the purchase price.
I thought it was 40-50.
Yeah, right. But, you know, if we want to do a modification on it, which I don't think we'll do a lot of modifications, I think we want to keep it as stock as possible.
Which I think?
Yeah, so you know, we'll have to get approval on it and split the insurance. So, you know, kind of a inexpensive way to get into a fun car. And then once a month we'll swap, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes, but I think we can make it work.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a $5,000 car. I mean, it's nothing to get upset about or things happen. It's just a car.
Yeah. And $5,000, I think we're getting a really good deal on this one. The story and how we came across this car. Younger brother John actually owns Abra Auto Body up in Duluth. And he had a customer come in this summer and asked to get an estimate. I guess it was a little crack in the trim around the windshield or something like that. And brother offered to buy the car, and they went back and forth, and we ended up getting it for a really good deal. We held on to it for a while until we ended up buying a Dodge Viper, and he offered the car to us. We're both Ford guys, we're both Mustang guys, we both had a couple Mustangs in the past. Alright, what were you saying?
Okay, Matthew, special prize for you, which I know you like. I got rid of the license plate holder.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Wow, John, this looks...
What's that?
Tires are 30%. The backs are...
Yeah, it's in better shape than I even thought.
What is this?
Does it have collector plates on it?
Yeah.
Right here. Side. You want to pop up, you put them back. You want me to put them back once they go down. So, this button right here, that's probably up. This. it back to us. So this little one right here is all electronic. So you hold it, so it fully releases. You can hit, you go like this. This. Like that. This goes down again. This comes with it. This little flap, just kind of flap it down. That's where these need to be in, like I told you. And this slides into the grooves.
So is this all fiberglass?
Yeah. So, and that's it. So when you need to do it again, you pop it, like that, and just reverse it. And then once you actually put the top up again, hold this and push in the button, or else it won't touch. Then that's what I'm gonna
Sweet. It's not too bad.
do. The bad, the coolant temp sensor, I've never tried to fix it. It doesn't work.
So it just displays that it's low, or?
It just displays that it's dead. So, but I've driven this thing to the cities and back and never worked.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. So that's fine. The trunk release, this one, it was working when we test drove it, and when he came back to try it again, it didn't work. So that's why he gave me a discount. Maybe it should be a fuse. I never actually looked. No, there's no key in the back. The other one is underneath this. It's actually right here. It's like a safety. You just pull it.
Oh.
And that's it.
I've got a lot of fun.
Yeah. Get all this. This is not more. This is like fabric. Perfect.
Like from ASC?
I don't know what this is. It's not worth it. And then the trunk release. Obviously, it's not used as nice to do it. I think the gas release is in the glove box maybe.
Oh, it's been a while. Sounds about right.
But that's the backup gas.
Okay. What is this time?
I don't know. Like, it had two
Autobahn?
holes here. This wasn't on there, but this is sitting in the center console. I think it was the name of the ship.
You said this car's from Louisiana?
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
Yep.
Thus the lack of rust. Did he say how long he's had it in Minnesota?
He had it, oh, let me say, 5 or 6 years. He bought it from his brother-in-law or somebody that lived in Arizona.
What is that, like 80 some? Really?
But you'll see that this molding, I looked it up, they do sell it still. It's supposed to go to here. It
So
only
it's
goes
like
to here.
missing it, or?
It's missing a chunk.
Oh, that's like
So, this thing it will leak a little bit into it.
So don't take it through the car wash.
Yeah. And then you'll see another flop. I think I told you that flop is cool crap.
They actually still sell these tops. I looked into them.
$700, right?
Yeah.
And Matthew is pointing up to the other.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Comes with the car. Doesn't leave the car.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You gotta have Vanilla Ice cassette with your 5.0. Yeah, it's a good motor.
But when I got it, this full of mice nest and stuff. So that's why it's so saggy. Because it's weighs like 5 pounds for some mice.
But otherwise, pretty clean.
Oil was just changed last fall.
You said it uses a little bit, which, you know, these brand new use a little bit of oil.
Well, I'm actually surprised how little it is. Because it sat in the pole barn all winter. I probably have maybe a spot like that. It didn't even soak through the cardboard.
I'd almost call that a seep, not a leak.
So, otherwise, I probably put 1,000 miles on it. That was maybe this last summer.
You said you got a lot of comments, a lot of questions when you drove it.
Every time I stop, if there's a Mustang guy, it's I've never seen that before. And then I have to explain how they made the McLaren.
Yeah, I think I've only seen one in my entire life.
Really? Well, at the car show, the O'Reilly show.
Yep, it's the only time. 479 they made of these.
We've got a lot more videos planned to do with this thing. We've got some fun events we're going to do, cars and coffee, we're going to do some local car shows and have some fun cruise nights planned, hit some interesting places in Minneapolis with it. We're also going to be doing some interesting car road tests. We're going to do one on the SHO. We have a 97 Viper GTS that we're going to take out, and we're even going to do a test drive on a 1929 Model A. So if any of that sounds interesting, please hit subscribe and stay tuned.
Was it worth it?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's worth twice as much as it's worth.
Hold on, I got a fart in it real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Did
there's
you
actually
ruin
seats
one of
back
the-
there. Well, did you ruin one of the tapes?
Yeah, it doesn't play tapes very well.
Yeah. The downside is cassette tapes in the 80s.
Oh,
Don't pull it out, I gotta fix it.
I tried to pull it out.